Don't adjust your sets, because that happened on Sunday.
Oh, yes.
It is the same time for us as it always is, 3:30, but now we are 3:30 Pacific. We have kind of matched up with California and the West Coast, at least. And are we matched up with Mountain Time now too? Or are we always off of the rest of the other mountain as well? Did they?
I think we were. Oh, no. Yeah, no, we were.
Oh my God! I shouldn't have started with time zone talk. It's all my fault.
Yeah.
But
I can't remember.
Thankfully, we'll shift off of that and get to some beverage conversation, because this is the About Beverages podcast, something we do most Thursday evenings with myself, Andrew,
and Keith.
And we're going to get into, we're kind of hitting actually the hard stuff, like this whole episode. Usually we start out with a water, or we've got some sort of non-alcoholic thing to kind of lead into it, or something a little bit a light lager like we had last week.
Right.
But yeah, we're going to be diving right into it. We're going to hit a wine,
all alcohol,
and then we're going into an Imperial dark chocolate peanut butter porter, and then we're going into a bourbon. So it should be a good fun rest of the evening for all of us as well.
I was thinking, it's almost like we do three things. Should we start calling them breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Should, I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, our opening act, became the Beaujolais.
It become the Beaujolais. Let me find that graphic that I had to adjust at the last moment, because I realized I had not bought the exact one that I had been told to buy. It is the same grape, the Gamay grape, which is that France only? Is that a French only grape?
I think it's mostly France. I don't know if there are other places, but I know that's a big place for
France is a big place. That's correct.
No, that for Gamay.
Okay.
Yes, the Gamay grape. It's got to be other places too. I wonder if it has like different names in other parts of the world, but
that's possible.
It is a very
Hello,
French
Beverage Brothers. Paco, how's it going?
Paco?
It is good to see you. It is good to see you. Well, it's later for Paco, because Paco is still currently, I believe, in Nebraska for...
Oh.
Wait, when do you come back? When do you come back, Paco?
For Lucky Fest 2025?
Lucky Fest 2025, yeah. Okay. It's finally about to end. But once again, this is another wine. We had a wine last week. We had the Puy Fouissé.
Oh,
Puy, something like that.
That
was also from Louis Jadot. Thankfully, Planty got us both of these wines via some go buy those and I'll pay back for them kind of thing. So we had that one last week. Loved it. It was very, very, very good.
Yep.
And so this is the other one we kind of held onto so that we didn't double up on the goodness right away. So now we are into this as well. Flyback Monday night. Oh my gosh, you've got another whole entire weekend. Oof.
Oh, speaking of Planty and
hey, Planty.
Baker.
Hello, Baker, good to see you as well. Good to see everybody here.
2 mugs for each of us.
Oh my God.
2 mugs.
Double down on the mugs.
2 mugs for all.
Maybe just a little double tapped and like, no.
Could be.
Yeah, whatever. And then just went with it after the first one. Planty, it is good to see you as well, since you are the person that, okay, come on, camera. I don't need to be quite that civil shepherd.
Oh.
You're fine. You're always
usually
fine.
I'm not.
No,
usually
it's the
I'm
opposite. You always look fantastic.
No, usually I've got the filter and the shiny forehead.
Part of that's by request. You have requested that.
The filter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have requested the Civil Shepherd filter.
Actually, I was thinking of just requesting the Elton John cover from his first album. I'll just be like,
Holy Moses. Oh, I thought you actually wanted a song.
Not a cover version.
Oh, okay.
No, the cover
like,
picture.
Song?
Cover picture.
How does that fit?
Boy, I tell you, we told you about the couple of albums we got from back east when we went back there.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that last show.
Pulled out the Elton John one and played that, and it looks like it maybe has not even ever been played. It's
really?
Yeah, it sounded really good. But then
did you check like pressing like copyright to see
no,
if it
I
was
should
an original?
Look at that.
You should,
I should look at those numbers, but not so much for the Glenn Campbell album. That one.
Oh, that got some use.
That one got some serious use. So I didn't try playing that one.
Glenn got some serious use from that one.
Glenn was seriously used. Yes.
Oh, that's too funny. I can already smell. Like we kind of just watched a little video on the one I was supposed to buy.
Village.
Yeah.
So you were supposed to get the Village.
That was the picture that Planty sent me, and I said just went in there, and I think honestly I probably just grabbed the wrong one. I don't want to put it on anything else because the one with the Village. It was actually used at some point in the Last of Us TV show, so there was also a video game tie into that one as well.
Okay.
But I think again similar grape. I don't know what
he said. It was 100% Gamay on the other one too.
So is this one too. So maybe it's just different region, different terroir, or whatever. So again, I already had messaged Planty and I said I apologize that I may have grabbed the wrong one. I'll have to get the other one in the future. And if for some reason we don't like this one, we'll just be like, well, this was not Planty's favorite. I grabbed the wrong one. So it's just all on me. The background is obscuring the glasses, so I thought you were pouring One out for the whole.
Oh yeah, probably.
Second, right, Mills? Yeah, it definitely does. If you don't,
if you have it in front of the green.
If you have it in front of the green screen, I don't have good enough lighting for that. We would actually need some overhead lighting and some other things. I think that would be neat. I would love for that stuff to look so much better, but it would definitely be some extra miles in there as well. But
looks pretty good, considering.
I think we look fine.
Yeah.
I think all that stuff is. It's just the glassware.
Yeah,
the glassware is really the only thing. Sometimes, like we would be able to wear most any shirt.
Oh, okay.
If we
from green.
Yeah, that's why we have to stay away from greens, and even some blues. Sometimes we get the shimmer with
even
things
little yellow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pouring one out for Planty's favorite, exactly, for not getting Planty's favorite. Let's see. So we said 100% Gamay. We were talking about that a little bit. Aged with semi-carbonic mass. Okay, did the other one say it was not aged with carbonic maceration? We did just watch a video on the other one.
Yes.
And I swear he said that one did, so maybe that's the difference.
Okay.
I feel there was something about that.
Okay.
But anyway, bolder Beaujolais wines. I do like bolder wines because sometimes like Burgundies and stuff, I'm like, it's a little thin for my taste.
But Beaujolais is usually like
a little dry.
Usually more easily approachable as far as from a drinking standpoint. Not
if you're sneaking
dry.
up behind it or something like that. Didn't hear me.
And then not to be confused with the one that's released at Thanksgiving, which is Beaujolais Nouveau, which is like the first harvest from that year. And that's the one that's released, right around, it's the third Thursday of November. That one is released.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so.
Is that something you have had? Or
I think I bought a bottle a year or two ago, and we had it at Thanksgiving. Well, like because had just like little pours. I would think you would have been involved in that, but when the chaos begins,
they are much more friendly. Exactly. Hope you like the one. I hope I do too. And like I said again, I'll have to go out and I will find the other one at some point on my own dime. We'll try that one as well and try and have memories of this one. So we'll try and do it sooner rather than later.
Keep getting more wines from people. Oh, sorry, I bought the wrong one.
I bought the wrong one. Would you buy the other one? Yeah. I got 6 bottles out of Planty. This is great.
I thought you said bourbon. Okay, no. Bourbon barrel age. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
I bought the bourbon. Can you please?
This is a good scam. We shouldn't have said it in front of everybody, but this is a good idea. I like it.
Behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Scam
Behind
creation.
There's some really nice fruit notes in there. Some like raspberry, some black cherry.
Yep.
Not kind of like I thought it might have more toward the darker fruits, but I'm actually kind of getting more of the lighter stuff, which I like. And here I am looking for good recommendations. My brother and sister-in-law's 50th birthday party is next week. I mean, I definitely, like I said, do you know what they like to drink, Mills? We're happy to make suggestions on things that we love for sure. Happy to do it. We'll do our best on if you have any idea what they might like, or maybe even someone here in chat might have a good idea. Like I said, I actually the Chardonnay we had last week that Planty got for us. I really enjoyed that. I finished that up on Friday. That was tasty. That was very, very tasty. At least you're upfront about it now, so then if anyone falls for it, it's their own fault. They should have tuned in. That's true. Paco's always got my back.
There you go.
Yeah, really love the aroma there. There's maybe a little bit of licorice in there too at the very back end.
Gamay is one of those grapes that they say is good chilled. So it can be a good like summertime red if you need a red.
I did have it chilled. I took it out about an hour ago. I wanted to have it be a little bit cooler. Ooh, there's a little like iodine in there.
Iodine.
Like kind of like metal, or if you bite your lip and you taste a little of your own blood. No one makes me bleed my own blood. There's a little bit of that in there too.
Cram it in your cram hole, LaFleur.
Thumbs up or thumbs down? I can't hear it. I don't want to do it yet.
I can't hear.
I think approachable is a good way to say that.
Yeah.
That fruit is there. I wish I'd had maybe a little more complexity, which maybe the other one does. But I think this one, like I said, that bright cherry kind of comes through, maybe a little bit of raspberry. It's very smooth, a little dry, but like not overly so. And maybe a little bit more flavor will come through too once it warms up just a little bit more. I should have taken it out probably just slightly quicker.
I actually kind of like the temperature.
I just put it in. I put it in today, probably like 3 hours ago, and then or 4 hours ago, and then an hour ago I took it out. So I'll do this.
And then off camera. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Show another finger.
But they can make you drink it apparently. Yeah. Yay! I have him covered as I know my whiskey generally. Wine is really where I lack a background. I don't know. They are big fruity wine. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely. You kind of have to know a little bit there. What? Big fruity wines?
I just didn't know if I was modifying them or. No,
yeah. What is fruity modifying? Exactly there in that sentence. That's true. Have a great night. You have to pay attention to the party now. All right, Planty.
All right.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We'll talk more. Yeah, Planty was actually at his Justin's birthday party. His birthday is actually tomorrow, but they were having some sort of party at some place today.
Who's Justin?
His partner.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, you must go host.
He's like, just like, hello? Don't bother me. I am also in dire need. I had not a great thing. I shouldn't say the worst thing happened. One of the worst thing happened to me recently was I was probably like a little week or two overdue from wanting to get a haircut. And I've been trying to get it. And my person that cuts my hair actually had hernia surgery, and they're not back till the 24th.
Oh,
so now I'm like almost a month now where I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. I really
want hair. You got the beard.
It's bad. Like, yeah. I really want a haircut, and I wanted one several weeks ago, and then I kept like looking to make an appointment because you can schedule through their website. I like go to make an appointment. Like I said, and I've been going to her for years, and like I said, she's always like said super nice, and like obviously we just you kind of start to connect with somebody. Sometimes like texting like, and I'm like going through, and it's like nothing. I was like, how are there no appointment? Like it usually, I mean, sometimes she goes on vacation, but it's like a week or whatever, or something like that. So finally, at some point a while back, she had gotten sick, and actually just messaged me. I was like, hey, this is this is from, and actually funny enough, her name is Barb. She's like, oh, hey, I'm from the, she's like, I'm out sick, like whatever. She's like, if you want to go with someone else, whatever. I was like, no, I'm like, if you think you're gonna be well in like a week or whatever, just let me know. And so we rescheduled it. So I was like, oh, I think I have her number from that. So I texted him like, hey, it's Andrew. Just wanted to know if there was something wrong with the computer system or if you're on vacation. Hope everything's okay. she was like, actually, I had hernia. I was like, oh no. And she's like, but I'll be back the 24th. And I said, well, I'll be waiting outside. She's like, oh, that's funny. So
you could maybe chance a recommendation, unless you are going to wait. Going to push through?
Oh, I'm going to wait. Yeah. Right. I mean, it's only a week from Monday now, but I will literally go on Monday. Yeah. I was looking, and it's like,
just take it all off.
It must be not until that she comes back will they like open up her appointments again, because I've looked like 2 other days and it still says no. So I'm hoping, like I said, because she was like, yeah, she's like, as soon as I get it, like I'll, message you to work out what day will work. And I was like, the first day, like what you tell me the time and I will be there.
That's
that afternoon, whatever you get.
Yeah.
Listen to that humble brag from someone with hair. You could go with a wig, Mills. Have you ever thought of a wig? Do people wear toupees anymore? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Really?
I see. At least I'm pretty sure.
Someone you know personally?
No, at work. People, Trader Joe's shoppers.
Oh, okay. Not
I'm
employees.
pretty sure that they are. Yeah.
Okay. I just feel like if I was starting losing my hair, I would go with some sort of shave my head or something. I don't know.
That's kind of where I
wear more hats, I guess. I don't know, Mills.
Yeah.
Mills, what was it? Was there a point at some where you were just like, I'm just shaving it now, or do you have some sort of mid-range like baldness? Did you go like Hippocratically bald, where you got the Larry David, where it's like hair around here but nothing up here? Like, tell us, you started it. Now you got to answer all the questions because I'm fascinated. This is good. I do really like it. $12. So this one is not like I said comparatively. So this is about half more than half the price less than the other one. The other one was close to 30. Well, I didn't want to say double.
Yeah.
I was like, it's
more than half the price less.
It's more than double. It's beyond fondness. More than half the price less.
So next time, I don't know, do you keep a vodka in your bar? Do you always have a vodka on hand?
I do.
Okay. So next time
I have a giant Kirkland, which I think is supposedly Grey Goose runoff. I don't know if that's true or not, but that has come up before. I have that, and I've got that Crystal Head vodka that I'll probably never go through.
That's true.
So I have a lot of vodka.
We tried, I didn't try it, but
I hope not.
Yeah. Okay. I was just reading that.
Could grow out the sides like Larry, but it's easier to keep it short or fully bald. Yeah. I think that's what I would do. Would just be like, you would just kind of do that maintenance. Yep. And I just hope, like I said, I bet you've got a good looking head though.
And then you could have the beard and the shaved head.
You could. Right. You could, Mills. Do you? I forget. Do you go with the beard?
Well, the cartoon does.
Well, I know the cartoon did, but I didn't know. Like, do you go that route, or are you just like fully clean shaven? And like I said, if you're doing a handstand, people don't know which way if you're up or down. So you tried a vodka?
No, I didn't try it. There's a bison grass vodka, and we had company bison over the weekend, and we were at AJ's, and my nephew, he was like, "Oh my God!" He's like, "Yeah, I think that's it." Bison grass.
Kauka?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's Polish or some sort of European. But I guess it's because they graze on the grass. I don't know. Okay. Unless they're flavoring it with, it wasn't that brand.
Dan's nickname for me is Santa. Gotcha. That says it all right there. Okay. Nice. I like that.
It wasn't going to be, it wasn't that brand, but they actually had.
Oh, it's not this one?
No. Oh. It was the other.
This is from Poland, though.
Okay.
So it must be a thing. If there's more than one, it must be a thing. Then.
Well, yeah, I think there was a picture of it in that. I think it's
one of these other. So it's this one?
Yeah, I think that. Yes, that's it. So they have it at Total Wine too. Okay.
Yes, I'm 21.
Yeah, that's the one.
Not going to lie, the other bottle looked nicer.
But that's the
Same
one
price.
That he's had. And he's like, if I had my wallet right now, I'd buy this for you guys to try. And I was like, that's okay. You don't have to.
I had my wallet right now.
So anyways, but I thought, well, I guess next time if you are in need of a vodka and want to branch out, we could have that as a podcast. But I don't know if I need to commit to buying a
This vodka has a faint yellowish tinge and mixes intriguing herbal, methanol, and sweet vanilla flavors.
Menthol.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Not methanol?
Yeah.
Has a bit of an alcohol bite, but that serves to add delicacy and liveliness. Look for a blade of bison grass inside the bottle. Are you kidding? That's odd. Your blue sky pick is pretty recent? Okay. All right, I will have to I'll have to investigate. The blue sky pick though is just all beard. Like you can just see mouth and beard.
You had
it's just
to
like that.
hide away for so long.
Oh, it's a flavored Polish vodka liqueur. So it's not even actually just vodka.
So it's not. Oh, okay.
Which I kind of was thinking by that stuff there, but it says here about it. Flavored Polish vodka liqueur, which contains a bison grass blade in every bottle. Brand name is also used on bottles of conventional vodka labeled as, but it's not called the bison grass. It's called Blata.
Okay.
Easy way to tell the difference is to look at the blade of grass in the bottle. The grass is sourced from a forest, which I won't butcher the name of, hand-picked and dried under natural conditions. Thank God. Okay, so there's the regular one. It wasn't like that.
No. It was that. It was that.
Okay,
picture
so
right there.
That's more of a vodka and flavored liqueur.
Yeah. Okay. It does say vodka. Oh, and flavored liqueur.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does say vodka.
You could have tried that then.
What's that?
Why did you not try it? Did you not?
I didn't want to buy it.
Oh, I thought someone brought some over.
No. We were looking around. There was 4 of us that went shopping, and 2 of us broke off.
Oh, and they'd had it before.
And yes, he's had it before.
Okay.
Yes, and he was like, he was intrigued by it enough and wanted us to try it. So anyway, but
do they make it like in small? I am surprised if you ever are looking to try some fairly wide range of like bourbons and spirits and things like that. If you go to a Total Wine or a larger store, like not necessarily that, I am surprised what you can find in like 375 ml bottles, 50 ml bottle, like in those kind of, and they are so damn cute. They have the Angel's Envy ones, and it's the Angel Envy bottle, but it's like this tall. They have the Woodford Double Oaked. They've got, like I said, the port from Angel's Envy, Woodford Reserve, other stuff from that. It's so funny. Like they even have, like we've seen before, like the little Blanton's bottles are like this.
Oh yeah.
So you can get like
those.
Really cool. Like that's definitely worth. Like if you ever want to experience. Besides actually going to a neat whiskey bar, that's the best thing to do is get a flight of things. But if you're like, oh, I just want to try some different things and bring them home, I've noticed that too.
I remember that's early on when we were doing our like themed podcasts. We did venture into that area to look for small ones with some of the things because otherwise it would have been a very large investment.
Yeah.
Especially for certain things, which we were anticipating not wanting to have a full bottle of. But
yeah, for sure. You were talking about, right as we were starting, you had some new drinks or some cocktails?
Well, I read about this. Yeah, I read about this cocktail called let's see, where it's
called a Zubrauka. It's
it's
wait a minute.
Buffalo
We've already
Trace.
done that bit.
Carajillo.
Oh, I have that recipe saved on a TikTok.
Do you?
That's one of the liquor.
Oh yeah, liquor. Yeah.
Yep.
This one, it's just 3 ounces of liquor, 43, and espresso.
Espresso. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they say is like the better. Like there's a guy that I follow on TikTok, and I think I may have a man crush on him. He's got like this just really just smooth voice, and he's always making cocktail, and his like light, like it's just really good, like everything that he does.
Yeah.
But he's been a bartender, like, or is a bartender, but he's just got this great. He's like, if you like an espresso martini, you've made a mistake, and you should try a Carajillo. It's like that kind of thing where he's kind of like, here's the better version of the thing you think you like.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like that little bit of cockiness to it. You know, it's kind of nice. But yeah, he's very funny. But like I said, great camera work. Great. He has a lot of history like on his channel too, where like, you know, kind of like that other, the Barfly guy that we used to watch, where he'd be like, oh, this drink was invented in this time. And he kind of goes through and he does a little bit of that. Cause like, I think I have saved like specifically like at some point that we should revisit like the daiquiri again. Cause like he had the Hemingway daiquiri, which is different than the regular daiquiri.
Oh yeah.
And then he had some version of the one that you get if you're in Cuba. If you're in Cuba, you get this one. If you're here, it tastes like this. Yeah, I just like his video. But yeah, I've seen the other Carajillo. I'm like, oh, because we need to get that liquor 43 because that'll probably be the next purchase. Because I've definitely have had a couple, like even people doing espresso martini variants and using that. And then, like I said again, I've heard of the Carajillo and stuff. So, Orica, how's it going? It's good to see you as always. Yes, those are the featured beverages. We're actually just finishing up on the wine here. Then we've got a Hardywood Park dark chocolate peanut butter Imperial Porter.
Imperial, yes, 9.2, I think.
9.2, and then we go into some Barrell Bourbon Foundation Double Barrel. I have to admit something to my brother. I always have to be honest. I have tasted now the Foundation Double Barrel because I was over at HJ's last week. And so with them, it's very difficult to have anything that they've never had. And they hadn't had that. And I was like, oh, I'll bring some over. So we all tried it.
Okay.
So I want to admit to that we have tasted it.
Full disclosure.
Right. Which usually doesn't happen. It's a fresh pop. It's like all those things. But yeah, so we have, I have had some of that out of there.
If you had the opportunity to have them try something new.
Yes.
That's something you can hang your hat on.
Yeah, especially too, because it was 100 proof. So a lot of stuff from Barrell, like I said, not to get too far cart in front of the horse, but a lot of stuff from Barrell is usually 115, 120, 125. It's higher in proof. That's kind of what they're known for. This Foundation series that they have started, they're going for more of the 100 proof, the bottled and bond thing. I think they're going to have, there's another one that's out now. And then I think they have another one scheduled to release. So they're kind of doing, doing that lighter, slightly lighter proof. Still, it's good proof at 100.
Easy drinking.
Nice.
Gulpable.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no. Also, price-wise, more in line with, like I said, usually you can get one of my favorite ones, the Woodford Double Oaked, which is a little one note, but is just so delicious. Like
one good note.
It's a very good note. That one's $47 to $50. This one was $53.
Okay.
So that'll be kind of an interesting, at least mentally, you can kind of compare those
usually
two.
The barrels are up higher.
60, 70, 80, but 70, 80 bucks, like at least.
And beyond.
90, yeah, and beyond. Like I said, you can get very expensive with those, so. That would be interesting. I mean, I would try this liqueur that you were talking about, but I wouldn't go over a 375 ml bottle just because.
Yeah. Well, I thought I guess when I initially was bison grass vodka, I thought it was more like, I don't know how they would.
I thought it was more like when we had the.
Like they milk the bison and they, no.
Vodka comes right from the teat.
Yeah.
I don't want it anymore. No, what was the hemp vodka that we had that we actually did like quite a bit from?
That was good.
Where was that? Because it's named after the city. I feel bad. They were nice. They sent us product.
Oh, not Heald's. No.
Like for there's like a crab or something on there because it's it's like a port. It's like in California.
Yeah,
San Francisco. If only Schnozberries. It's good to see you.
What is the name of it? Should know because one of Pocket's gamer friends lives there.
It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's like, is it It's something with a name. It's not Harbaugh. No, that's
not Healdsburg. No, that's California, farther south.
I'm just gonna type in hemp vodka, and I bet they're the only one that makes one. Nope, there's more people that do than that. Humboldt.
There it is.
There we go.
Okay.
Humboldt.
Yeah, that was good.
I really did like that. I enjoyed that. There was one time I made a martini, and I actually did half and half with a classic English dry gin, and did half of that, and it was quite good. Like I said, just because, like I said, that hemp did bring a lot of different flavor to the party. Like, so I'm not against trying some of those things, but it's just amazing how that vodka finish just comes through.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I know too. Going back to our vodka podcast from the
vodcast, as you called it,
podcast from the old days. There was that one that was the ocean one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that came from.
Was that Hawaii?
Yeah, I think so. And that had you could get that little bit of sea spray in there. I remember that. But
shall we crack open a delicious beer?
Do you want to prep yourself with one of those first, or do you want
that's
to do
a good
it
idea.
afterward? It's up to you. It's just so we have an idea.
So Keith even brought food to the table.
We're not familiar with chocolate and peanut butter and how they go together.
We're not.
Never had that before.
So this brewery does not only make things for Trader Joe's. They make a lot of their own things on the side, but they collaborate with Trader Joe's.
Yes.
So this is their usual dark chocolate peanut butter cups.
Huge seller at the store. Yes.
Shocking.
We have milk too, but these sell a lot more. Yeah, Hardywood has made
they make dark chocolate peanut butter milk.
No, they make dark chocolate peanut butter cups and milk chocolate peanut butter.
Oh, I thought they made that flavor, but in milk.
Oh, that sounds good.
I was like, it's really good. Almost as good as the chocolate eggnog that is no longer around.
But Hardywood makes the Snickerdoodle. Not Snickerdoodle, the cookie butter beer.
The cookie butter beer, which is really good.
And also if you're liking that flavor, they nailed it.
That's true. Yeah, you have to like that flavor.
Also the JoJo's Stout that we had.
Oh, which that was good too.
Yeah, so we know they do a good job at this style of beer.
These sweeter, sweet stouts, whatever you want to call it. This was an imperial porter. Oh,
pastry or dessert.
There we go.
I was off for a few days, and when I came back yesterday, we had a big stack of this there. So I didn't even know something like this was in the works, but seems like a good idea. And okay,
they've been kind of weird with some of these, like, because we thought like a couple of years ago we were going to get way more of these flavored stouts.
Well, that was a different brewery.
I know.
That was
I know, but I'm just saying in general. Like I said, I'm not surprised that it wasn't like, oh, it's here, like, because it seemed like there was this whole big push about like, hey, we're going to get all these, and then almost none of those came to fruition.
Yep.
So I don't know if that was just more a regional thing with some of those, but yeah, I am definitely a sucker for a milk stout or something like that. But yeah, this is an imperial porter, 9.2%. You're saying? Yeah. All right, I'll have a second one.
Well, the first one didn't take. So I was like, oh, I'll grab a tub of those, and I was like, oh, we don't need a tub of those. This is the handy dandy single serving size.
It's like a half serving. Oh, I would just devour through all of them. It's so bad. Those are so good. I think I like dark chocolate more than the milk chocolate. It's close, but I think
it's close. I probably still favor the milk, but I like the dark because I don't.
You now wish you had a tub of them. Exactly, Paco. I do.
I don't have the inclination to eat as many of them with the dark for some reason. The milk, I'm just
interesting.
I'll probably go a little faster with them, but still chocolate and peanut butter. God, can't beat that.
Two great tastes that go great together.
Yep.
I was waiting for that. So yeah, Hardywood Park, is that what it is specifically? Is that the name of the brewery?
Yeah.
I went and looked at their website. It seems like their website a little bit more on the plain side when it comes to the beverages. Like whatever they're doing for Trader Joe's, that's what they're knocking out of the park. Because the other stuff, they had some seltzers and they had some lagers and they had a barrel aged, not a barley one. They had a barrel aged, a quad or something like that. So they had a couple things that sounded a little bit interesting, but it wasn't like. It wasn't one of those things where you went there and like, oh yeah, they must be known for their stouts because look at this list of stouts. Like I didn't really see anything on there, at least that wasn't readily available. So
the Trader Joe thing though says vaunted Virginia brewery whose delicious dessert beers have won award after award. So I don't know, but just from the Trader Joe's tasting panel. I'm giving you my special ribbon.
Yeah, exactly. They were the only ones that had the beer though there at the time. But it was funny when you sent me over the picture of this. Obviously, I mentioned it in chat. People were like, "Oh yeah, that sounds delicious." I looked at the can. I was like, "That's kind of a very boring looking can." And then that was when he brought these over. I was like, "Oh, it's the exact same logo,
matching." Yeah, same colors. It's matching those colors. So
Trailer porter with peanut butter and natural flip. Man, I would think Guardian Down would come out of the woodworks here. It's pretty soon too, because I know he always loves the peanut butter stouts and stuff like that. Like specifically, what's the one we always get from Belching Beaver?
Oh yeah,
that's always one of our favorites. That one's not. That one's just peanut butter.
Is it, or is it?
I think that one's just peanut butter stout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think that one's specifically that. Looks insane. Where did you get that? I love porters.
Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's. Like I said, made by Hardywood Park. Did you see the clip of the Cubs player Say Hey chopping up baseballs with a samurai sword?
I read that he was taking
awesome.
batting practice.
Yeah, and he was cutting him in half. It was crazy. I was like, "Is this real?" Like, I went and I had to like look for other videos of it to see if it was actually like, you know,
yeah.
Is this superimposed? Is this real? Oh, there's a good amount of foam on there.
And I think I brewed about a month or canned about a month ago.
Okay,
from what
that's not too bad on one of
February,
these.
I think it's February 13th
Give you the less
or 12th.
Looks vintagey to me. Yeah, I would say it has a vintage look and feel to
especially
it.
Especially for the chocolate, and knowing that label as I did, I was like, okay, that I knew exactly what they were going for. But
yeah, I'm assuming this is nationwide, like it is. Like I said, we're in Southern Arizona. So. Like I said, so if we get it, usually most of the other people have it. Like I said, if you do have a Trader Joe's near you,
yeah, usually we're the last
show up
to
recently.
Get it. Yeah, it had to have shown up. It wasn't there Friday, and I came back Wednesday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday,
but never at dusk. Definitely the peanut butter.
Peanut butter, definitely
the peanut butter's coming through. Good peanut butter aroma too, because like sometimes even like so when you're using natural flavors and stuff, sometimes you can get like, oh, it's a little chemically, or that doesn't seem right. Like I said, this smells pretty good. You'll have to get through some of the head to maybe get the chocolate. Dark chocolate doesn't always have quite as strong of an aroma either. Like I said, usually milk chocolate's going to come through a little bit more. Dark chocolate's kind of a little bit more in the taste, where you're like, some of those barrel aged ones like we've gotten from Stone, that like are, you know, I forgot about those. See it come back around again. Those are some.
I still have one of those. 15.2.
Yeah, those are monsters. They're so good.
The Boot Hill Black.
Have to tell Lucky about it. Maybe swing by the Trader Joe's in Lincoln on Monday for him. Ooh, that would be nice. You should just tell him Keith sent you.
There's a reason why he's named Lucky. If you find that for him, get that for him.
That's good.
The chocolate's there at the end.
Yeah, the chocolate. You're 100% right. Yeah, it's kind of at the very end. The nuttiness and the peanut butter really plays well with the porter. I kind of had to adjust my brain a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking stout for a bit. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, it's not a stout.
Yeah, like I said, always kind of having a little bit of that in my head. But like I said, getting past that, the nuttiness plays well with the porter, which is usually kind of that dry, little bit, you know, kind of maybe a little bit of roasty, goes along with the peanut.
Yeah.
And then, at the very end on the finish, that's when you get the chocolate. That's pretty tasty.
And I think that the higher alcohol helps balance out any sweetness that might be there from chocolate and peanut butter, but it's a good balance. That one's good. Yeah, I like that it's not like that super heavy, thick, richer beer. It's a nice foundation for those flavors to go on. Yeah, they did another good job.
Yeah, that is really delicious.
Dang.
What does this cost? Is this $3.75 a can?
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
It's correct.
And you're able to buy just one at a time. You don't have to buy a four.
Absolutely.
It's Trader Joe's. That's how they do with everything.
It's true. No upcharge on that.
Do they let you buy like one egg?
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure how far that went.
We're only allowing you to buy one dozen eggs.
I need one piece of cheese and one egg.
Yeah. Can I open this pack of cheese? Does it have a barcode on it? Each slice is individually barcoded.
That's probably the tell, right? Like I said, you just have to go with whatever has a barcode on it. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about it that way. Yeah. That is good. I bet actually Lucky would like this. I bet this. Yeah, I think so. I think it's not overly sweet, but I think it's sweet enough. The peanut butter is like a really good, like I said, natural flavor in there. That's tasty. Also, too, the way it phrases it on there, which I was just noticing on the can, it says Imperial Porter with peanut butter and natural flavors, which tells me that there must actually be some peanut butter in there, too.
Oh, right. Yeah. No,
so possibly if you have a nut allergy, you may want to, like I said, be a little careful of that.
If there's a,
I don't know if you can read. Let's see. Made in collaboration. Crafted with peanut butter, chocolate malt, and other natural flavors. So yeah, this actually is using that again. So if you do happen to have a peanut allergy.
Yeah, peanut allergy.
Because we used to work, obviously, with extracts. We're at the coffee, like I said, at Arbuckle, where we used to work. Like I said, and those were artificial. And people would be like, well, I can't have that. It's like, well, you can if you want to. If you want to taste the peanut, this is the one way you can do it. This is not made with anything that even comes close to being nutty. But yeah, and some beers do that as well, which I think technically, like Belching Beaver, even though we do like that one, I think that one does just say natural flavors. I think
you're right. Yeah.
Which always depressed us a little bit, but then we just take another sip and we're like, oh, that's pretty good.
It's still good.
They did a good job.
I was out,
especially on nitro,
for a bike ride the other day. I hadn't been out on an actual ride since October. And there was some point.
That long?
Well, I do other exercise, but I just hadn't. Yeah, but it was good to.
You love getting out though. That's when
and that's one of those things. Sometimes it's very easy to become hermity, or become like, I'm just going to ride the elliptical, and but it's no. And then you get out, and it's especially the weather. Well, the weather right now is getting a little hot, cold, and a little rainy, and then not. But still, it was very nice when I was out.
For the most part, right now, this is when you enjoy living in Southern Arizona. Yep. Like I said, it's a good time to be outdoors, biking, doing other like hiking and all that kind of stuff.
But I was at this one particular spot for some reason. I don't know why. All of a sudden, I thought, I smell desert flower tea. And I know desert flower tea had no essences of desert flower.
Everyone's like, is there prickly pear in there? No.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's just what we called it. It was
apricot. Well, I know it. I shouldn't say
passion fruit. Papaya.
Yep.
And is it mango?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Equal parts.
Yep.
Right?
Now we've given everything away.
That's all right.
No one can get those extracts anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But for some reason,
if you want to know the blend for Euro spread. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Got a spreadsheet.
Oh, and Baker, that pound that I bought, that I had you get me for my coworker, he's thoroughly enjoying it. So thank you very much. Yes.
What did you wind up getting?
Euro espresso. Yeah,
that was a good call.
He bought like an espresso machine. So
I probably won't, but I definitely have looked at, like, I'm like, ooh, that'd be kind of neat. Like, cause there's those, I forget what it was. Cause I actually put a couple like on my, like, Amazon, like wish list or whatever. Cause I was talking with Rue, who's sometimes here in chat. And he was talking about that he had just gotten this espresso machine. I forget, it was fairly, like I said, not inexpensive, but not crazy expensive comparatively. Yeah. And he'd been pretty happy with it. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh,
like one where you actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what he's got.
Using a portafilter and, like I said, water tank, and like I said, you could steam your milk, and like I said, you can pretty much do everything with this.
Yeah.
Always on those kind of machines, the most important thing to look at is always just the power, like the pressure that you can do. Like that's always the biggest deal.
Okay.
So happy to hear that.
Nice. Yeah. He enjoyed it quite a bit.
Sometimes, like lately now, when I've gotten to, like, I'll kind of go back and forth, like a couple days with one pound, and then kind of go back to the, like I'll go back and forth with different coffee blends. So when I get toward the end, I just pour them together and make my own little blend.
Infinity,
like,
what is it? Infinity bag?
Yeah, it's almost like an infinity bag, and then I shake that up and kind of mix in. So that's why sometimes I'll get the lighter blend, and then I've got Sumatra French, and then I'll just dunk that in. At the end, it's kind of just a nice
good mix,
extra treat. Yeah. Did you get a sun showers lately? Last time when you got one?
I did get that. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. It's
very good. Yeah,
I always like that.
I don't know if that one. Is that one around when I was there, or was that one?
I think so.
Maybe toward the end of my. Okay.
I feel like it was, because that was named by Mr. Riley.
Oh,
because remember we were talking about, like, I remember we were all, I think it was you, the three of us were at the back, and it was like that, where it was sunny outside, but we get the rain. So he's like, it's an Arizona sun shower.
Nice.
I'll never forget that. So it always makes me think of him.
Oh, what did we? I don't even know what's in that. We're just giving away all of our Buckle secrets.
We should probably stop that. I actually can't. I have an idea of what was in there. I kind of remember, but I don't.
Maybe Ethiopian.
There was, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Colombian, I think, was in there somewhere. Maybe some Guatemalan or something, but
It's like we might be in for a little rain.
yeah, nice. Yeah, that's really
very
delicious.
good.
That's really delicious. I'm assuming kind of seasonal.
I'll have to look and see if it's even still available to order, but yeah, it'll probably just be right now. Yeah, this won't be can't imagine this will be a regular thing.
I may ask you to grab me a couple of these cans before you or next week or something.
Still a good size stack there, but yeah.
Yeah, I might want to just have a couple of these.
I mean, yeah, it's not it's really well balanced in that
it's crushable.
It's not too sweet. Yeah. Well,
almost. Yeah. Like I said, it's just enough. Like, and I like that it's not heavy. Again, like I said,
yeah.
Do I love barrel aged heavier? Like, yes, that is some of my favorite things on the planet.
Absolutely.
But like I said, at the same time, I think once you adjust your brain a little bit to one of the this is really good. This is a perfect call for being a porter.
Yeah,
and that for sure.
Yeah, it would seem initially that you'd be like, oh no, turn that into a stout, but no, perfect.
There's Lucky.
Oh,
Lucky, we were just talking about you. You got to go to Lincoln, go to the Trader Joe's, mention Keith sent you, and go buy one of these.
They'll say, who?
Do they have? Oh, okay. I guess you have to know. Like I said, it depends on like I said, not everybody has the alcohol license. I always forget that. They always have beer and wine, but they don't necessarily have, right? Is there any Trader Joe's that doesn't have beer and wine? There might be
some stores that don't, and it would only be because of the state. I would think that there was a time where there was a separate
because of the state
wine in New York City, but I don't think that's there
Pennsylvania's
anymore.
Like that too, isn't it?
Yeah, there's lots of different weird things,
liquor stores.
Yeah, there have been. I don't know if that's still.
Those are interesting. We were looking for a long brush to clean the dryer. Nebraska is stupid with out-of-state IPA. This isn't an IPA. It's a dark chocolate peanut butter porter, and it's from Trader Joe's. So you just have to go to Trader Joe's. Tell them
as long as your Trader Joe's sells beer, they should have this. Because usually on the West Coast, we're the last to get these things, especially since it had to travel from the East Coast. So,
that's true. I hadn't even thought about that. I think they had beer. There you go.
Give them a call.
Yeah, call first if you make that drive.
If that's all you're going for,
yeah. Yeah, that's all you're going for.
And just have them put aside a 4-pack or whatever, however
4-pack of that, and then also get the actual candy that comes with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate peanut butter cups, which is what they're mimicking.
And then you can double down.
Yeah.
Which is what we did in the interest of our podcast.
We had to know.
It was
I appreciate
science.
that. I'm so glad you did science. We always talk about the science. Waiting for my Keith's Trader Joe's badge.
I have an old one.
Can we raffle that off?
Yeah.
Flash it to employees.
Yes. Yeah. Be like, who?
Like, who?
What?
Oh, that was 2 owners ago.
Yeah. Give me Gus.
Give me Gus. It's like that Norm knows all these different owners in the same bar.
Yeah.
It kind of it's funny because like that, obviously the second episode you talked about, it almost ties into then the very much later episode with Earl where he's like, is that going to change the price of a draft?
Yeah.
What do we care?
What do we care?
That's basically what it was, where he's like, who owns it? I don't care.
Yeah.
He stays there when Sam leaves.
You
boat
fired Earl.
Yeah. I even had to use this. Different.
How long have you worked here?
Oh, I don't work here.
I don't work here.
Oh, God.
Same actor, different show.
Is there somewhere you can watch Wings?
They were on Hulu, but it was like it wasn't all of them. But this is it's within the last 5 or 6 years, but it's I'm gonna say 6-ish years. But I haven't tried to watch that in a long time.
Okay.
Although our son came over for dinner last night, and I guess he and his buddy have been watching Scrubs here and there.
Oh, nice.
So we were.
They have a podcast.
Oh, do they?
Those 2 guys,
Zach Braff and
yes,
Donald Faison
and the other guy. Yeah, it's called. It's something. It's almost like 2 fake doctors, 1 real friendship, or something like that. It's something like that. It's something in that realm. I was like, oh, that's a funny name for a podcast. Run up and yell like Jim Carrey on Dumb and Dumber. It's okay. I'm a limo driver. It's okay. I know Keith.
He and so we were having dinner, and I said, "Do you want to watch a movie or just some TV?" And he had to. He wasn't going to be able to stay super long, so he had mentioned that they'd been watching Scrubs, and I said, "Oh, we can watch some Scrubs." So I love that show.
Show was very funny,
especially the first 6-7 years were so good. And I've actually listened to Bill Lawrence, the creator of that, the writer, and he's married to Krista Miller, who plays Jordan, and she was in on the Drew Carey show, and that's his wife, and
interesting.
I listened to him on it was Armchair Expert podcast a few months back, and he, I guess, was a writer on Friends the first season.
Really?
And one of the episodes, I think it's the one, I forgot what it's called.
The one about the
one with the
that's one of the most clever names for shows ever. Sorry,
it's really a good episode from the first season, but something happened and he had either a personality clash or he said something he shouldn't have, and then he wasn't asked to be a writer again on the show. And I can't remember where he went next, but then he created Spin City, which I never watched, but I always heard that was especially with Michael J. Fox.
I caught episodes here and there that were funny. Yeah.
And then he created Scrubs, and he's got stuff he's done recently too. It's like something on Apple Plus TV, I think called like Monkey Brain or something like that. But it was really interesting listening to him talk. But and he mentioned that show, he said he gets more comments.
Scrubs?
Scrubs, about how realistic it was, like being in a hospital as a doctor nurse. And he said, he gets all kinds of, I guess they actually filmed it. I think he said they filmed it in an old hospital that was abandoned, but they like turned the one floor into the hospital ward, and the other floors they had like for the production, and did all the stuff at one time. But it was so good.
Drew Carey show, extremely underrated. Yeah, like I remember like catching episodes of that and thinking like, oh, this is like pretty funny. Spin City was a fun show. MJF is the best. Yeah, Michael J. Fox is, he definitely, like there was a strong part in the 80s where, I loved, like I said, from Family Ties to Back to the Future, all that stuff. Like I said, that was
Doc Hollywood. That was in early 90s, but that was...
Yeah, Doc Hollywood was a good movie too.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, definitely a lot of, like I said, a lot of really good stuff.
Have we talked about this? Because Woody Harrelson was in that. And there's a scene
in Doc Hollywood?
In Doc Hollywood. And there's a scene toward the end where they go to see him actually in Los Angeles, and they're having dinner or something, and they talk about becoming like a stuck-up LA person or something, and then they like, I guess, point to a picture of like Ted Danson on the wall. And and
that's funny.
And the two of them talked about that on one of the about how I'd forgotten that I had done that or something. But
so sad that his disease took away his golden years. Yeah, I mean it's amazing like how what he has continued to still push through, even with everything he's gone. Like I said, if that makes any kind of sense. Like I said, I can't even imagine, just like I said, the relationship that he and his wife have together. Like I said, they're just, both of them. Because I remember she was on Family Ties, right? Like I said, because that was, that whole bit.
Well, and it's funny,
what he has been able to do is amazing. Yeah, exactly. It's nothing short of amazing what he is. And he was even just out at like a red carpet thing recently. I can't remember what it was for, but it's impressive. Like I said, I've seen him even on Howard Stern within the last couple of years too. And it's just,
the stuff he just has to go through just to live every day. Some of his
that's got to be like I know that's something that always comes up where it's like, just you're looking at someone else's life, you're like, God, that's just so hard. Like whenever you have moments that are just bad, it's like, obviously you can always go like, well, someone has it worse. Like, and sometimes you can get in that mindset, which isn't a good mindset either.
No.
But like at the same time, it's just like, you're like, I can deal with whatever bullshit I'm dealing with right now. Like I said, because I don't have to deal with X, like whatever. But
you mentioned
it's so tough.
The two of them, on Sirius, the 80s on 8 will do like a countdown of the top 40 hits.
Oh yeah,
from like this week in a certain year, and they were doing it from last week from 1987. So that's like 1 week, literally before Pocket and I met. So I'm like, this is the last Billboard top 40 chart from before Pocket and I.
That's interesting.
So, and a lot of the songs were songs, that,
and they were the worst songs I'd ever heard.
They were so good.
These songs were trash.
But one of them was the Billy Vera and the Beaters song that was used in Family Ties. What did you think I could do at this moment? Yeah.
Tears in my eyes. That song is so bad. Like,
it was the number one song.
I can't really.
It was.
That's painful when you think about some of the things that are like, man, that wasn't a number one song. It's like that was.
But then he made it better by doing the theme song to
What Do We Do, Babe?
No, not that one.
Okay.
To Kevin James. I can't think of it.
Oh, King of Queens?
King of Queens. That's him.
Oh, I don't even know. So King of Queens, I don't think I've seen more than 2 episodes of that.
Oh, if you watch one, watch Getaway. Dad.
I always liked his wife funny. In that show, but like I would think I was never. I don't know. I just never watched any of that.
If you watch one episod,
what is it?
It's
called?
From like season 2. I think it's called Getaway. Getaway or Getaway?
Is it 1 word or 2 words?
Can't remember. I actually saw that very recently, and we kept it on just because it's so funny.
Really? Yeah. What is it about?
It's the two of them, Kevin James and Leah Remini, go away to like a B&B with Deacon and his wife.
Oh,
okay. Their rooms are back to back, and every time Deacon and his wife start to get a little hot and heavy, a certain song plays.
Oh, I think I may have seen that. Okay, I think I have. Yeah.
And they're like, oh,
yeah. Is it that one?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I think I've seen part of that episode at some point.
They're like, oh my God. Yeah. So yeah, it's just so funny because just now every time I hear that song at the beginning,
is that what you think of?
Oh, of course.
You think of Deacon.
I think of Deacon.
Deacon and his wife getting it on. Well, we're not going to get it on.
No.
In any way, shape, or form, except for getting it into these glasses. We're going to get rid of these. Okay. We're going to take them out of here. We're going to take a little break. We're going to get some, probably some chips or something like that. I'm assuming probably.
Cleanse the palate.
Some palate cleansing things.
Get it ready.
But then we are going to go drop in this one as the final beverage of the evening. This is the Barrell Bourbon. This is part of their Foundation series. It is their double barrel. This has multiple spirits blended together in here. Like I said, all bourbons, obviously. But from, I think, let's see if they actually have the breakdown here. Yes. Okay. So there's 4 different places. We've got Kentucky. There's some 8-year-old bourbon in there from Indiana. We've got 5, 6, and 9-year-old bourbon. Tennessee, we have 8-year-old, and Maryland, we have 5 and 6-year-old bourbon. Maryland, so very complex. A lot of things going on in there. The lowest year aged bourbon in there, that is the highest they can put on the label. So that's why this is technically 5, even though they have, like I said, again, 8, 9, 6, like all the other things in there. That combined mash bill winds up being 73% corn, 23% rye, and 4% malted barley.
So a more rye, a higher. Would they call this a high rye? Is it? I don't know if that. I think that
gets into that territory. Okay. Like I don't know at what point where it does that, but yeah, for me, I would think that would start to be kind of the higher rye mash bill. Let's see, this one, like I said, so similar to, like I said, if you've had Woodford Reserve double oaked, that type of thing, this gets an extra bit of aging, secondary maturation in new American oak casks. So that's why it is the double barrel. So we're going to go take a break, and then we will go come back.
And then with the foundation, we'll build you up peanut butter cup. No? Okay. All right.
Did I miss the peanut butter porter? Sam, unfortunately, you did.
You missed us drinking it, but you can go find some.
At least us drinking it, that's true. At least, thankfully, you can go find all of that stuff. Man, I can't even find... Do I not even have that on here? Do I not have the shameless plug anymore? I can't even find it.
Disappointed!
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on there. You did. It was delicious. Easy purchase.
Yes.
Very, very delicious. Find it at Trader Joe's. Probably a mildly limited time. $3.75 a can. You can buy it just by the single. You don't have to buy the 4-pack. It was great. The peanut butter flavor was fantastic. The dark chocolate was kind of on the finish.
End. Yep.
No, very, very good. Highly recommend. Spoilers. You should probably still go. Maybe pick one up or at least watch it on YouTube.
Oh wait, that's right. You said earlier. That's right. You mentioned that. Okay.
Normally, none of these would be open. We do the fresh pop on these, but I was going to see some very good friends last weekend, and they are very much whiskey enthusiasts of all kind. It is very hard to find anything that they have not had, haven't tried, or like if they haven't tried it, they just don't want to.
Or it might just be in the cellar waiting for them to try it.
That's also possible. We have that waiting. We don't need to. So this one, I finally had something that they had not tried. I believe they had heard of it. But I had seen this done in a podcast comparing this to the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. Is this new, one of the new, like basically, is this the Double Oaked King? Is this the one that's going to make you change your mind on that one specifically if you can find it? Barrell is doing this new Foundation series. Again, these are right around 100 proof. compared to most other barrel things that are much more north of that. Also, not north of it, though, is the price. The price of this is much more comparable to the double oaked, right around $50 to $55 compared to other stuff from Barrell, which is usually like we were talking about 70, 80, 90 and up.
Yeah.
So anyway, has been open for about a week, so that might be good for being actually flavor perfection in some way. I'm going to pretend that I forgot exactly what I thought about it when we had
Erase that from your memory.
I have no idea what it was.
Allow me to dispel your misconceptions.
Oh, thank you, Father.
I love the color of the bottle, even though it's not the color here. It just always makes me, and that's frequently the color that's represented in the pictures that you find for bourbon. It just kind of looks like a caramel or
it's a very caramel colored,
it's just very
caramel
very
colored
tasty.
beauty there for sure. But yeah, anyway, so I found this at my local Total Wine. I know it's been nationally distributed in other places as well. And again, like I said, not still not nothing to pay for a bourbon for sure, but comparatively, it's in the ballpark of some other double oaked type things. So
double barrel,
worth giving it a shot in this fashion.
It's funny. It's barrel with two R's and two L's, but then it's double barrel with just two R's and one L.
I know, it gets a little confusing.
It is confusing. It's the Barrel double barrel.
Total Wine Fitness is Curl the Drink.
Oh my gosh,
right,
Debo. I haven't seen Debo in a while. At least I haven't.
Debo, it's good to see you once
Debo
again.
used to, jump in with all the that was the food stuff.
That was food. That's why we started
goodness.
the Food for Thought. That started just because of Debo. That's the lore of the channel right there.
Yeah, I know. Back when Pocket was able to watch.
That was always nice.
Yeah, she would enjoy the
And now
the
she
food
just doesn't enjoy the
recommendation.
show anymore. So that's
She's working because we started earlier.
Damn it.
I know.
Yeah, we talked about right before the break. This is a blend of four different places, multiple different whiskeys. That's kind of what Barrell is known for. They don't actually really distill any of their own product. They buy product from other places and then kind of make their own blend and aging out of that. So they have done such a good job. People don't complain about. Usually that's something people complain about. They're like, oh, it's MGP or it's something else. Like, oh, it's not their own distillate or whatever. Like, so that can kind of be a thing. But Barrell has done such a good job with reimagining whatever they get that they kind of overlook it.
Double bacon cheeseburgers.
Should have brought out the tray. Oh my God, yeah, if you should. They really looking back to the show.
Like Maryland, that there's some from Maryland. We have family in Maryland.
Yeah, that is interesting. I don't know what that would. I was trying to think of what that would be. Like Vermont would be, obviously like Whistle Pig or something like that, but that would be more whiskey. Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. Couple burgers with a nice peanut butter stout, sweet and savory. Yeah, that would be perfect. Actually, that stout with a burger, man, some sort of bacon cheeseburger. That sounds good. Maybe even some jalapeno. Like maybe even throw a little spice in there, like a jalapeno, like a pepper jack cheese or something like that.
Well, you could probably make you have the nut in there, so you could make like some chicken mole or something. Because mole's got the chocolate.
Oh yeah,
you could probably use that.
That might be interesting. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ooh, I get a little sweetness. And a little smoky. It took me a little while I don't know why.
No, I agree. Like I said, honestly, when I was first kind of sniffing this again, I was like, okay.
Because you'd forgotten everything you know.
I did. I forgot most of it.
And that's good.
Keith of the Big Brain. I know, exactly. Right there. The mole plays. Good idea. Check out the big mole on Brad.
A little smoky. Some sweet.
Okay. Little alcohol, not too bad though. There's definitely a little bit lingering in there.
Something else in there I can't quite. Something grain, some kind of grain, but maybe rye, 23%. Wait, no,
there's that in there. I mean, there's a decent amount of corn, which sometimes is definitely at that high of an amount that can come through.
Okay,
which is not usually one of the first things I will go for, like a higher corn.
Biro, the non-alky drink. I think we've tried Biro. Biro, that
I have not. We've tried a few other non-alcoholic drinks or like low ABV kind of stuff, but no, I haven't seen that. What do they make, Debo? Is it spirits or is it beer? Or I guess I would hope it would be beer. I guess they're called Biro.
Biro, the wine. Wait, what?
Well, we tried the Gießen the other week.
We did,
which was non-alc, which was literally de-alcoholized.
Yeah,
completely 100% no alcohol. Correct.
Yep.
And then you even saw that when you went out to a restaurant, which is funny.
It's offered on a restaurant menu.
Chapeau's and food for thought. Yeah, for sure, Debo. Yeah, we always like looking for that kind of stuff.
Officially said, I shall post it in food for thought.
I shall post it. Henceforth
it will be known. Lady Pennyworth. Okay, I think I'm ready to dive in here.
Okay.
Ooh. It's actually a little buttery.
A little spice in there too, front of the tongue at least.
Definitely spicy
there.
Like buttery or toffee or
I
something
really
going
taste
on.
the extra barrel. That's kind of the idea. Usually out of the double barrels, you expect to get a little bit more sweet, or at least I do. That's what I'm looking for, is a little more smoke, a little more sweet, something like that.
Caramel,
Need some cheese though. Gross.
Caramel, toffee.
Okay.
Butter. That's what I'm getting, more along those lines, like
buttery toffee. Okay.
Like kettle corny to some extent, but
okay.
It's definitely spicy. A little warming going down, which is fine.
A little
I
bit.
would expect that. I like it.
Yeah.
It's not as like the Woodford is definitely more oaky.
Yes.
And
that's more maple syrup.
And more, heavier. So that's a heavier expression of a double beer. This is a lighter expression to me. A
lot more notes in this one, I think. Like there's a lot, like I said,
a
lot more layers of things.
The Woodford, as you say, just like
oak and maple,
one bigger note.
It's a very good note.
One very good note.
It's a very good
Whereas
note.
Whereas this has, a lot of.
Sounds like a good pairing would be chili. I have not had a good bowl of chili in a really long time.
I don't know if the Woodford would maybe be good for chili. This might get lost in.
Yeah, this might be a little too delicate.
Some chilies, unless it was like a white bean chili, or like with chicken or something like that. It'd have to be a lighter style, not like heavier spice. Like the chili I make lately is like, it's definitely got some heat to it. I think this would get lost in that. But what was the consensus of HJ?
I think everyone liked it quite a bit. It's funny. Okay. I'm liking it less today.
Oh, really?
I'm actually not enjoying it.
Oh, wow.
I think it's okay. Like, I honestly would not get it again.
Okay.
Last week I would have said, I need to get another one of those.
But so now I don't know. Try it again.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I don't know if because some of the sweetness, even though we had some chips and other things, I don't know if I'm missing out on some of that. Because I definitely last week thought it was a little sweeter. And some of the other notes we talked about, like whatever. And we had the same conversation because I was like, well, yeah, the Woodford. And they were like, well, that's kind of only one note. I was like, yeah, but I really like that note. Like, because that's kind of what I'm going for. And I'm going for that one. Whereas this one, it's like, if I'm going to get the double oaked, it's like, I want all of those things to come to the part. Like, I can find other whiskeys that have these kind of subtle little notes in them.
Yeah.
Maybe not at this price. So that's kind of maybe more of the thing. Just barely made it. You guys are wrapping up. We are wrapping up a little bit. It's good to see you, Berserker. How are you? Guac and chips would probably be perfect for this. Possibly. I don't know. Like I said, I think you're going way too flavorful. Like I said, this is definitely a much lighter whiskey than what normally we would have.
This would be more.
Are you wasted yet? No. This has been a much more higher ABV week than normal.
In the appetizer realm, this would be more.
I'd say like queso fresco
or something like that.
I would say like almost like a nacho cheese, like not like like a lighter nacho dip or something like that.
Yeah.
I think if you, depending on your guac, 30 subs for Tipsy Stream. Not tonight, no, but someday.
Listen, I know the restaurants get all the fancy ladies, the clothes.
Yeah, I think this is good.
Creams and lotions. But my life is good. Really
Tipsy Stream, but it's Gambit. There you go.
I get to wake up every morning.
Someday. I have that shotgun. Great shotgun.
Make some soup.
This is a good shotgun.
It's the best. Love it. I get to lay in a bed by myself all of my life. It's fantastic.
Irish cream or something like that would be good. Yeah. all of my life. It's fantastic. Good to see you, Berserker. I'm getting a little more of the. I think you're really spot on with the kettle corn. Like I'm really getting that where it's like it's sugary sweet, almost at least for me, almost caramel, not quite. Like it's getting into that territory. The butteriness is there.
Yep.
I like that. I wish more of what was in the aroma, kind of at least for me right now, with the way my palate is, was coming through in the taste. Clips or something. I just love, like I said, yeah, it's definitely some of those that are so good. It's fantastic.
Laying in bed by myself all my life.
We are on the same time. It is 4:45. We don't change times now.
4:45. Yes.
That's where we are as well. We started at a little before 3:30 actually. Started slightly earlier today.
And of course, Guardian wasn't here.
I know. I thought he would have loved that one.
Ish.
Stream says 5:30.
Early-ish.
Probably 5:30 Eastern. If it says there, then I have to change it. We always say 2:30, 5:30, or 3:30, 6:30.
Yeah.
Time shown in LA time. Weird.
We should be on.
Yeah, we are on the same time as you, so that's strange.
Yeah.
I'll look into that, Berserker. I'll need to double check that. That's weird. I can't remember the last time we streamed that late.
Yeah.
We used to stream later, but
we used to because I would get off at 5 and we'd start at 5:30.
I guess,
and we'd go for a couple hours, and then
maybe okay.
There was a time then we were starting at 4:30.
That could be a Twitch thing then. All right, I'll look into that. Thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah. And I'll keep you posted on. I think we're okay so far.
Okay.
Into like the schedule when everything started to change is the one. It's the week that we actually have a special event.
Oh, okay.
And that one I still have at 2:00, so we can do the same time.
Okay.
So, yeah. So far we're on the same time.
Cinnamon in there, maybe too.
Yeah, I like it. It's very different from the double oaked, the Woodford. Yeah. And I'm not saying that's bad. It sounds like you liked it. Not as much of a fan. I wonder next time when you try it.
I think I'll definitely probably try it. After having this today, I'll definitely try and have it again tomorrow when it's been a little more bland and see if everything is there again. Because like I said, it was the first. What's funny though is because we had a couple cocktails that they prepared. Like I said, first. And we had those, and those were definitely on the sweeter side. Like one of them was like a raspberry. It was almost like a raspberry margarita, but it had some mezcal in it. So like I said, so it was like a smoky. So I'd had other sweet things, and then when we had it, we all really liked this one. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. Like there's a lot of layers here, so we enjoyed that. And then, like I said, again, we had a couple other spirits later on that were also good. Like I said, but this was kind of the one everyone was like, oh, I think that was one of the favorites when it came to that. But for some reason today, at least where my palate is, if I'd had this as my first tasting, I'd have been like, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, like it's good, but like it's not.
So now your second one, be in the middle, or it's gonna be one of those.
I know. Yeah. Once we hit the next one, it'll be interesting.
I started season 2 of 30 Rock. It's a new show that's out.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
New show from 18 years ago.
Yeah. Has he shot anyone yet in the cast?
No, fortunately not. Yeah. It's very funny.
Are you like?
It's good.
Kenneth
it's really good. Is just.
Oh yeah. Tina Fey is great. Kenneth is great. Yeah. Like I said, Tracy Morgan is funny. Like Tracy Morgan is just the right amount of Tracy Morgan being goofy and stupid. Like you couldn't have a whole show that was just him.
Yeah.
And what's her name?
Jane Krakowski.
Jane Krakowski is great. Like I said, I didn't know, and obviously you probably do because you've listened to some of the Jesse Tyler Ferguson dinner. Like, have you listened to the one where she?
I have listened to that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Where like I didn't know she was such a musical theater, and I didn't know she was so talented in all the other ways.
Yeah.
And Broadway and all that kind of stuff too. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
But Daddy says I'm the best.
Daddy says I'm the best.
Oh.
We go steady and we French kiss, but Daddy says I'm the best.
Everyone does.
Can I help you stir that Kool-Aid, please?
Please. Yeah.
We gonna eat or are we gonna starve to death? I like Mike Myers coming back to SNL to play Elon, but as Dr. Evil. Yeah, like I said, that part is funny. We were talking about a little bit before the show that like I can't watch people impersonate Trump anymore just because I can't even stand to think about him because he is such a despicable human being, and those are the kindest words I can say about him. I can't, like I said, Mike Myers doing Elon Musk, like I can tolerate that a little bit, but even though that guy that's doing it now is doing a fantastic job, And even other people like just referencing his voice. As soon as I hear even someone reference his voice, even if they're making a joke about it, I honestly, my brain just starts to catch on fire and I want to punch something.
It's hard to wrap around that actually happened.
That half of America is that dumb. Like literally that stupid.
Oh, you're coming out bold.
That's accurate. Like, come on. Would you say anything different? Come on.
No, I wouldn't, but okay. I don't know if I would in front of...
I don't care. No. If you were someone that voted for him and watches the show, don't ever come back again. Like, I really don't want you here. Like, please, don't want you here at all. Like, you're not someone I want to deal with.
Sequels are
always worse. This is Terminator 2. That's true. Terminator. There's been someone on TikTok lately that has done the like name a better sequel than the original kind of thing, which obviously Godfather Part 2 is pretty easy to name that one and throw that one out there. Terminator 2.
Yeah, Godfather 2 is.
Abomination of Humanity. That's also pretty good, Baker. I agree. That's not bad.
Die Hard 2?
Not better than Die Hard.
It's not better, but it's...
I mean, it's up there. I love it. I think it's a really good sequel.
Yeah.
But do you think it's better, though? It's not better than the original.
No, it's not better than the original.
Because you don't have Alan Rickman.
Oh,
there we go. Die Hard. Empire Strikes Back, sure. Like Live Free or Die Hard. Some people go deeper in that catalog. I was not as much of a fan of those. Die Hard 1 and 2, I think, are really good.
Yeah.
Die Hard 1 is still a great Christmas movie.
1 and 2 were...
I definitely have softened on like Lord of the Rings. Like I said, I've seen those. I saw them all in the theater. Like I enjoyed them. Like a lot of people love. Oh, we're rewatching. Like if I never saw those again, I'd be fine.
I've never seen them.
They're not missing out on anything.
Con. That's the only one of those I've actually seen. So to me, it's the
dating
first one.
yourself.
Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Khan.
That's the second one, right?
Wrath of Khan. Yeah.
Okay.
Wrath of Khan.
I swear I've seen some of those.
Wrath of Khan, let me rock you. Let me rock you, Wrath of Khan.
It's it's not Shaka Khan, it's Wrath of Khan.
Or Papa John.
Is that or Papa John? Oh God. Better TV show if you're into drama. It's on Apple TV. Lay it on us. Let's go. And don't say Severance because I'm already starting to watch that a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you guys caught? No.
No, we haven't rewatched yet.
Because you've got to get it again. Right?
Yeah, we have to.
When have you made a design?
We have not. Probably could do that now, though.
They're into episode 7 or 8. Called We Crashed, Jared Leto and Anne Hathaway. I have heard of that. I have actually, that is actually on a list. I have actually heard of that. Yeah, I've heard people talk about that. Yeah, Anne Hathaway. And I also need to watch White Lotus, which apparently is really good.
That's Jennifer Coolidge, I think.
There's a lot. I mean, they've got 3 seasons of that now.
Okay.
I have not seen Shrinking.
No.
That is also on my list. I need to watch that too.
Yeah.
White Lotus is great. Yeah, I have heard great things about White Lotus, like I said, because I know they kind of do different things each time. So I think that would be pretty fun. Yeah, Shrinking I know is really good. I know Lucky has mentioned that before. Like I said, a lot of people, like I said, obviously Paco mentioning it now too. Those are, like I said, all really good. Haven't seen anything with Jared Leto ever since I found out about the whole island cult thing. Oh, I don't know about that. He was like, didn't he win an Oscar for, was it Dallas Buyers Club?
Did he win? I know McConaughey won.
Oh, did they?
Did he win too?
I feel like they both won for that. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. Looking, I've been watching Shrinking, Severance. Yeah, Severance were like 3 episodes in, and then we just haven't gone back to it.
The first
I liked
season,
it.
or the
first season.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it. Just haven't gone back to it.
What was the?
It's not one you're like, I don't know, like, yay, let me go see it. Depressing. Like, I don't know. It's another one of those.
Jared
Leto has gotten a bad rap. He seems like an odd fellow. I don't really know much about him.
Yeah, he
seems like an odd duck. I mean, he tried to ruin the Joker.
What was the? There was Requiem for a Dream, wasn't that? I didn't see that whole thing. I saw part of that. So.
Oh, that's Chariots of Fire.
That's Chariots of Fire, yeah.
White Lotus balances humor really well with a strong look at relationships. Oh, okay. I definitely want to see that. That's another one too. Like, there's just so many shows right now. Jared Leto and his fans have some pretty crazy followers. Yes. What is that? Is that the 30 Seconds to Mars? Morbius
that is,
as well?
Yes.
Generally awful on set on the BAP. Oh yeah, that Morbius movie. Yeah, I have. Again, I don't know him personally, but yeah, you hear like little rumors of things. You're like, yeah, that sounds kind of weird.
The only Jared Leto movie I saw all the way, there was one he was in with Danny Glover. from like
Lethal
the
Weapon.
late 90s. No, there was something. It's called like Switch or something. And there's Danny Glover's like a FBI agent or a Jared. I don't know. There's something with kidnapping and a trip to the Colorado mountains or the Rocky Mountains or something. I don't know. I can't remember, but I think that's the only time I ever saw him. It was early in his career, I believe.
They have an island where they come to visit. They all wear white, has a very culty feel to it. That does sound like the beginnings of a cult, especially if there's like Kool-Aid involved and whatnot. Amazing. The first episode, very captivating, really good fit, I think. Yeah, like I said, as an actor, I have seen him in things that I have liked him in. So I'll definitely have to look for that one. Paco gets it. Paco knows.
Only the Paco knows.
So we will be on normal time next week. Is that correct?
That is the plan. Yes.
Same bat time, same bat channel. 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern.
Crazy.
No matter what Twitch says.
That's right.
Right now, his reputation is if you want to kill your franchise, cast Leto. That's kind of how I feel about it. Maybe Seek It Out was a clip from episode 5 of Anne Hathaway. I like Anne Hathaway a lot. She seems to sometimes get a bad rap as well. I thought she was great as Catwoman in Dark Knight Rises, and like I said, I've liked her in Devil Wears Prada. Thought she was good in that.
Wait. No, I'm trying to. I think I've only seen her in one thing, and it was a Hallmark movie. I believe it was a Hallmark movie.
What?
Or some kind of movie.
She did
like
a Hallmark movie?
I mean, it wasn't Hallmark, but it was some sort of kind of. It was fine. It was like a schmaltzy kind of movie on.
It's a great word. I love that word.
Netflix or something. I can't remember. Kind of within the last couple of years. But that's the only thing I've really ever seen her in. I think.
Interesting.
Unless. Didn't she win something for like being in?
I feel she's one
Less
of the best.
Miserables or something. No, that was. Wasn't there another version of? I don't know. I feel like there was one with.
Oh look, it's Hot Bevy and Regular Bevy.
So I'm Regular Bevy.
Yeah, you wish.
It's okay.
Super culty. There's been a lot of weird accounts shared from people who have gone there and have been some behind the scenes looks, and it feels super icky. That does seem a little icky. She gets a bad rap for super shady men she has dated. Like to have gone to prison for investor fraud. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. The investor fraud. True.
Like two have? Wow. Okay.
That's a high amount.
She has a type.
It's a high amount. Yeah, she has a type. People that launder money.
Investor fraud? I'm on it.
That's on her.
What are your hobbies?
That's on her like Grindr account or something like that, or Hinge or whatever it is.
Swipe right.
Swipe right. Swipe left. Swipe left if you've got some fraud in your past of some sort. All right, we're gonna head on out of here. Thank you guys all for being here. Appreciate you so much. Another wonderful evening. Like I said again, ! Beverage Command in chat if you want to find out any of the things that we had. If you missed out on any of the podcast, you can always go find. I swear I had this. There it is. There's the shameless plug button. Subscribe on YouTube. Monday we always put up this episode. We'll be there if you missed any of it. Want to catch up on any of the things that we tried? Would greatly appreciate that as well. But until then, we're going to go say hi to Ayano right now. She is playing some Journey. Happy 13th anniversary of Journey. I can't believe that game is that old. I don't know if she's playing it for the first time or whatnot, but she also plays a lot of Destiny and a lot of other variety type things. So please go check her out. She is super, super awesome. And yeah, we will be here again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, which is 3:30 Eastern.
You're probably going to be here tomorrow.
6:30 Pacific. I will be here tomorrow. 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock East. It gets so confusing. All the new time changes. It takes me a little bit to get used to it. I'm not going to lie. It takes me just a little bit to kind of get everything back under wraps. Have a great night, Beverage Brothers. Good night to everybody.
Good night, everyone. Yes, thank you so much. See you next week.